Okay, so now I've gone through my grits of sandpaper and it's pretty good, but I know there are some spots in there and we'll show you once I get through. But after I go through the grits of sandpaper, next I'm going to go to steel wool, and then I'm going to start using just like a terry cloth fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this up with steel wool for a little bit real quick. Get those final scratches and stuff out of there. You can hear some music of the other people. There's some guys at Fuse, where I'm working here, that make guitars. And they're down there playing a guitar right now. Community makerspace. Everybody's in here. So this steel wool will get us up to a pretty good finish, but you can't really, it doesn't look polished because it's in wax. And one of the cool things about the hard wax is the high polish that we can achieve before casting, and then your pieces come out only needing to go in the steel tumbler and they're full high polish, which is really nice. So let me finish this last little bit with the steel wool. And you can see this steel wool is getting me up to a pretty good finish, but you can't, I don't know how much of the polish you can tell, but it's a pretty polish, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for high polish. So after I get the steel wool through, then we're going to switch over to, I'll just do the sides later. Then we'll switch over to this terry cloth. First thing I do is kind of dust all those steel bits off. So any kind of like terry cloth, like this is like t-shirt material, works for this. And then denim works really well, but you could actually polish with these different, so I actually have a couple different kinds of fabric that I have at home. I don't have them here, that I actually have, like, they're basically grits for me. One of them's like a little baby sock, and that has two grits on it, the part that has like the elastic in it, and then the part that's for the little baby foot. I use denim and I use terry cloth. And as I work through this, you'll see how shiny this is going to get in this process. You see it's already getting pretty shiny. See how shiny we're getting? And I can just keep working this terry cloth across the surface for a while, and it'll just keep getting shinier and shinier and shinier. And then if we do a good enough job, when we come out of the kiln or out of casting, we're going to be basically at a mirror finish. It just will have to be deoxed, and then just a little bit of cleanup to bring that mirror back up. So I've got this polished pretty good, but I see a lot of little issues in there that I need to go back and sand out, but maybe you can't see them. But that's how you get up to that nice polish, and then you can keep going further. You can polish this further and further with pressure and speed, and let's see. Maybe you can see that one side's a little more polished or not. But that's our process. And then the last thing we'll do after we get these all polished up, and maybe we should have done it before we polished up, is we're going to take some material off the back so that this isn't such a thick material, thick casting. That's an optional thing. You don't necessarily have to do that, especially since you guys are mostly casted in bronze. But once you start to get into precious metals, you want to reduce the weight of this wax by carving some of this back out on the back. And I'll do that, but that is an optional thing for y'all.